Hello beautiful people of the world, Spyrides here. Thanks for joining me for another video. I really appreciate having you guys along. Thanks for tagging along on the ride. Now I just wanted to share an inspirational story with you. I thought it would be quite fitting to share the story. It's a story about overcoming fear, and it's quite late at night, dark, it's a bit spooky, and that's where our fears build, our fears grow, and our concerns and our worries and anxieties, they really blossom. I don't know if blossom is the right word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I thought I'd share a story with you. It's about me overcoming a fear, being caught in a tight situation, and it involves a toilet and a high-speed train. So basically I was traveling with my family over in Europe, in UK, and we were following the Rugby World Cup. So Wales was holding the Rugby World Cup and Scotland had a few games, and we were heading to a football game, a rugby game in Edinburgh. And while we were heading there, 6 years old at the time, ran off to go to the bathroom, and I was actually locked in the bathroom. So I couldn't get out. I was banging against the door, trying to get out, trying to see if anyone helped me, if anyone noticed that I was stuck in the bathroom, or if I was going to be left there and just lost in the middle of the UK. So as I was there knocking on the toilet, Elaine came by. I was shouting for Elaine. Elaine's my older cousin. He was like an older brother to me, and he was someone who I looked at as my hero. And he came along and he said, Carl, what's wrong? I said, mate, Elaine, I'm stuck in the toilet. Fears, anxieties, everything building up, my heart racing, really worrying. And he said, Carl, just relax, breathe, take a breath. I want you to grab tissue paper, and what I want you to do is wipe your hands and try and open the door again. So I did that, grabbed tissue paper, wiped my hands clean, and tried to open the door again. And it wouldn't work. So I got even more worried, got even more fearful, and everything built up. And I think you can relate to it. I think everyone can relate to fear and how it just can grow like a virus, like anything. Like it can grow just grow incredibly. And so I was getting more and more fearful. And then I said, Elaine, I can't open. The tissue paper didn't work. I said, no, Carl, wipe your hands with tissue paper, and then wipe the door handle with tissue paper. So I did that, did it thoroughly, didn't work, did it again, did it thoroughly, didn't work. Then on the third time, I did it again, freaking out, wiping my hands as clean as dry as I could, and then the door opened. And I ran towards Elaine, and I jumped up on him, and I just went, thank you, brother, thank you, because he saved me in that instance. He was my hero. And I think, looking back on the story years later, much older, and just thinking about it, 21 years old actually, and just thinking about it and going, wow, maybe the message here or the inspiration here is not that he came to save the day, but maybe it's more about mentors and their role. And I think what it's saying is that a mentor's role, and someone who, your parents, someone who's guiding you, someone who's helping you through life, their role is really to show you how to unlock the door. Their role is to show you how to save yourself. And I think we rely so much on so many other people, and it comes a time where you really have to save yourself, in your life. You have to save yourself from, your depressions, your anxieties, your situation, those sorts of things. And I do take into account everyone has different circumstances, everyone has different challenges, and everyone is going through something different. But if you have great mentors and you have great people that you can rely on, don't get them just to fix the problem with a band-aid, or just fix you, or just help you, or just give you a surplus, just supply you. Get them to actually show you how to solve your own problems. And in doing that, they're teaching you a skill. They're helping you live a better life. And that skill is multiplicative. It can fix your problems, and it can go on to fix many, many other people's problems. So just keep that in mind when you're learning something from someone. Maybe you've been learning, maybe you're an older couple, your husband has been in control of the finances, or your wife has been controlling the finances, and that's just the way it has been. That's just the way it is, the way it's been. But maybe it's time to say, hey, why don't you teach me what you do with our finances, what you do, what are the things you look out for, how you log into here, how you access that, how you some of the things that you ask the bank, whatever it is, so that in case you pass, I can survive. I can fend for myself. I can keep looking after the kids, whatever it is. But just becoming more more independent and relying on ourselves, and when we're learning skills, not get someone to just fix this, sort this out for me. No, can you teach me how to sort it out for myself, so that I can save my damn self? So that's just my message today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you had something to take away from that. Hopefully you don't have a fear of toilets now that I've just shared that horrifying story with you. Funny thing about that is that a couple of years later, when I was on aeroplanes and things like that, I would still have a little bit of a concern about small places and toilets. That's how it's the funny thing about fear, and how it can just follow you. So make sure you learn the skills to disarm it and disable it early on. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate having you guys along, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.